Hi, Derek Gale here, and I'm about to give you a crash course in keywords. Why are keywords so important? Well, so much of what we do in online marketing and online business is based around keywords. I mean, when we think about it, organic search engine optimization, ranking in Google, that's based on keywords. Google AdWords, pay-per-click, what's that based on? Keywords. YouTube marketing, what's that based on? Keywords. So many platforms today that have a search feature built into them, it comes down to keywords. The fact is, though, is all keywords are not created equal. And so what I want to do today in this little Keyword Research 101 lesson is I want to teach you about a very important keyword concept, and that is keyword intent. What is keyword intent? Keyword intent is what is the intention of somebody when they type a keyword into Google. And depending on what their intention is for a given keyword dictates how valuable they could be to us. Or another way to put it is how much effort we want to put into ranking for that keyword, or how much we're willing to spend to get a click when somebody searches that keyword. Keyword intent can be broken down into three different categories. Category number one, that is transactional. Transactional keywords is when somebody goes to Google or into any search functionality or search engine on the internet. They're just looking to find something. It could be a site. It could even be a physical address, right? Somebody looking for their dentist, or somebody typing in, looking for the login page for their bank. I mean, a perfect example. I do this all the time. I use Zoom constantly. And when I need to get to my Zoom account, if Google's open, just by default, so many times, I just click on the Google bar and type in Zoom and then click the link. Why? Because that's how people find stuff these days. Now, here's the thing with navigational keywords is they don't really have much value to us, because navigational means they're looking for somebody else. And unless they're looking for us, it offers no value for us as a business. You might be thinking, well, I have a hardware store, and if I showed up whenever somebody was looking for their local Home Depot, that would be huge. Yeah, okay. No, it wouldn't. Why? Because those people are looking for Home Depot. They're not looking for you. They have something very specific in their mind. They want to locate it, and that's where they want to go. So we don't bother with those. And the fact of the matter is it ain't ever going to help us, because Google wouldn't rank us for that stuff anyway. Navigational keywords, gone. Now, next kind of keyword. Informational keywords. This makes up a huge percentage of the search volume on the internet. And this is people who are going to Google and typing in keywords that have a very clear intent that they're not looking to navigate somewhere. They're not necessarily looking to buy something. They're just looking for info. They want information. They want to learn something. They want to fix something. They're looking for a solution for something. They're going to Google and typing in keywords that would indicate that they're not ready to pull out their wallet, but they would like some information. These are super valuable keywords, and this can be a massive source of traffic for businesses, because nowadays when people need information, when they have a problem, where do they go? They go to Google and they type in informational keywords. Don't expect these people just to click and buy right away, but if you can create valuable information for people and you can present that to people when they search for those keywords, that is the first step in a relationship that you can then nurture and build, so that when they are ready to make that purchase, they will make that purchase with you. And in just about every niche imaginable, there's information searches. I mean, you might think, well, what about clothing? Do people search for information? Sure they do. What's the best color shirt for somebody with blue eyes? What's the best cut of a suit for somebody with this build? What's the most popular pattern for spring 2021? Those are people that are looking for information. We can apply this to just about any niche. And when you can give people quality information that helps answer those questions when they're ready to make the purchase, you're the person that they come to if you've done that well. That brings us to our third category of keywords. And these are the most valuable. And these are what we call transactional keywords. Why are these keywords so valuable? When somebody searches these keywords, we know that they're just about ready to make a buying decision. Why? Because they're searching keywords that would indicate that they're ready to buy. These are people that are typing in specific types of products. These are people that are typing in keywords like buy, or where do I get, or brand names, or very specific descriptions of the products they're looking for. And if you happen to offer those products, well, fantastic. That's a super valuable visitor because they're almost ready to make the purchase. Where are we going to focus most of our effort? Transactional keywords are golden, for sure. But the bulk of your keyword research when you're starting or growing your online business is going to sit here in informational, because this is where the bulk of people are searching. They're looking for information on stuff, and you're going to become that source of information in your given niche, and you're going to establish yourself as that authority, as that resource of quality information, so that when the buying decision is going to be made, when they're ready to transact, they don't go to Google and type in those transactional keywords, they go to you and they are ready to make that purchase. So how do we use what I just talked about here when we're doing digital marketing, when we're doing niche market research? Well, simple. Ultimately, we want to look at these two categories differently. And then when we are targeting specific keywords, we are going to treat these two categories differently. When somebody is searching for information, we're not going to try and sell them something right away. And when somebody is searching that would indicate that they're ready to transact and buy something, we don't want to push them through a whole bunch of information. We want to get them to the checkout as quickly as possible. So understanding the difference in these keywords and these keyword groups is going to allow us to build separate pathways in our business, separate funnels that treats them differently and gets a far higher result out of both. This is going to be the bulk. This, if you can do it, fantastic. But here, it's about building an audience, building authority, and sharing that information. So now, when you go and do your keyword research, you should classify these and go, okay, is this a transactional keyword or is this an information keyword? And if it's an information keyword, is the intent clear enough that I really know what they're looking for? And so, just to wrap this up, I want to share one big mistake so many people make in keyword research. It is this. When they are looking at informational keywords, they will go after general keywords where they think they have a clear intent and a clear offer that they could present to that person, only to find out that they don't. And I want to tell you a little story of how I learned this lesson. And this goes back to about 2004. Back in 2004, I'd been online for 6-7 years. I had been working with, this was actually 2006. Yes, 2006. We'd had, one of the biggest companies teaching people how to build businesses online in the internet marketing space. We'd written courses. We had software. We're doing amazing things. And I decided that I wanted to buy the domain internetmarketing.com. Why? Because that's what we did, internetmarketing.com. And in fact, for me, at that point, I'll be honest, it was a bit of ego. And I thought, When somebody goes to internetmarketing.com, I want my personal blog to come up. I had started negotiating on this domain and it started up in the 6-figure range, and I was like, no, I'm not going to pay that. And we went back and forth and back and forth. And honestly, I didn't think I was going to get it. But a few months passed, and the gentleman who was selling it, he was trying to buy a piece of real estate and he needed a deposit and he needed it fast. So I got internetmarketing.com back then for $20,000. Now, for that domain, that was actually a pretty dang good deal. And my goal then was I wanted to rank number 1. If somebody searched internet marketing in Google, I would come up number 1. And back then, exact match domain names were a very powerful indicator for Google. If you had the exact match for a keyword, you would probably rank for it quite easily. I got the domain, I set my blog up, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to rank for internet marketing. And I did. And for the longest time, when you searched internet marketing, my site came up number 1. But here's what I learned very quickly. Every month, hundreds of thousands of people were typing in internet marketing into Google. And a lot of those people would come to my site, but they wouldn't subscribe. They wouldn't buy. They wouldn't engage. Why? Because although it was an informational search, it was far too general. And although I thought, well, their intent is going to be they want to know about internet marketing. Well, sure, a tiny percentage of them did, but a large percentage of them were just exploring. When somebody types in something like internet marketing or dog training or cars or truck or whatever that is, we don't really know what it is they're looking for. And so we see these keywords like internet marketing that had massive search volume, and we get all excited and we go out and we put all this time and resource. And if we can rank for them, we typically find out that it was pretty crappy traffic because there was no clear intent. Internet marketing is a massive space. They could have been looking for traffic, conversion. They could have been looking for how to get an internet marketing education in a university. Who knows what they were looking for? But what I know is most of them weren't looking for me, so it didn't do me any good other than stroked my ego. That was it, full stop. When you are looking at these informational keywords, the more descriptive they are, or long tail in many cases, the clearer the intent you have. And the clearer the intent you have, the more valuable they become because you're now able to craft an offer that directly speaks to the intent that caused them to search that word, which results in a far higher conversion, better engagement, more customers. And the fact of the matter is the ones that are very descriptive and have clear intent typically are lower volume, much higher conversion, but overall they also have lower competition. There you go. Keyword Research 101. Where can you get amazing keyword research without spending a fortune? Down here, ideabot.ai. I built IdeaBot for new digital entrepreneurs who didn't have the budget to spend $50, $60, $100 a month on expensive keyword research tools to give you access to incredible keyword research straight from authority databases without having to spend a fortune. In fact, you know how much keyword research, how much it costs to get started? Nothing. It's free. You can research 100 keywords every single month in ideabot.ai. So if you don't have a keyword research tool and you don't want to spend a fortune on it, I would recommend you head over to ideabot.ai, sign up for free, and start looking for your hot keywords, whether it's for niche markets, whether it's for SEO, whether it's for AdWords, whatever it's for. This is a valuable tool. And if you learned something in this video, please give me a quick thumbs up, the little thumbs up button down below, and take a second and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. Happy to answer those. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I got more coming your way.